Everyone should be a fat liberationist. It's really quite simple.
Hello YouTube, and welcome to the Body Honesty Project. My name is Lydia, and today we are talking about why is it that people hate it when you succeed. Now, I was reading an interesting article that I will link in the description, but it basically goes into detail about the reason why people hate it when you succeed is because it rattles their internal beliefs. And rather than challenging their internal beliefs and maybe doing some self-improvement, they'd rather throw stones at you and bring you back down to their level. Because you can't be doing something that they deem is impossible. But before we get into the TikTok, I think we need to know a little bit more about why people don't like it when others succeed. So why don't we watch this next clip, then come back and discuss. Meet Ashley and Jasmine. Ashley and Jasmine have been friends their whole lives and have done everything together. They played together, joined the same sports teams together, they even worked together. Recently, Jasmine has been thinking about her career. She doesn't want to be stuck in a dead-end job. She wants to advance. She wants to be a manager. So, she starts working hard towards that goal. At first, Ashley was really supportive. But when Jasmine got promoted, Ashley started to become withdrawn. And when she did engage with Jasmine, she was mean. But why? Ashley doesn't like seeing Jasmine change because it triggers her cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance occurs when your values and beliefs are out of alignment with reality, meaning you believe one thing, but do the opposite. People are uncomfortable when this happens, so in order to bring things into alignment, they either change their actions or they change their beliefs. Ashley's cognitive dissonance has been triggered because of 4 things. It changes Ashley's perception of Jasmine. She no longer fits in the box that makes Ashley feel comfortable. It reminds Ashley that her existing career is not great. She was fine with the status quo as long as Jasmine was there with her. Now she's bored and lonely. It causes Ashley to think about the career goals that she once had. She too wanted to be a manager, but she gave up on it because she thought it was pointless. And it disrupts Ashley's belief that being successful has more to do with luck and nepotism than hard work. She didn't think the effort was worth it because their boss would promote who they liked best anyways. Now she's not so sure. Ashley feels comfortable in her life knowing that Jasmine is in the same boat as her. This allows Ashley to ignore the fact that she'd rather be in a better boat. When Jasmine abandons their boat for a yacht, Ashley gets angry. She feels that Jasmine belongs in the boat with her. That's her place. Then she begins to question if she's actually happy in the boat herself, and remembers her own dreams of having a yacht. She is also in shock that Jasmine was successful at getting a yacht because she believed that only people born into money could ever have a yacht, and it's not something you can work for. Jasmine's actions have put Ashley's actions and beliefs out of alignment. Jasmine isn't the person she thought she was. Ashley believes that Jasmine is a clerk. Ashley's action is to treat Jasmine like a clerk. But Jasmine is a manager now. Ashley can either treat her like a manager or find a way to make her a clerk again. Cognitive dissonance isn't always a bad thing. When people learn new things, they might see that their values and beliefs weren't correct. They see someone doing something that they thought was impossible, then they are inspired to try it themselves. But that's not usually how it goes. Rather than using cognitive dissonance as a chance for self-improvement, many people would rather throw stones at someone else's actions and values to bring them closer to their own. So, in light of the proof that Jasmine has presented, Ashley could also try to work her way out of her job and into a better one. But instead, she'd rather berate Jasmine, try to get her to stay put, and tell her off for rattling her cognitive dissonance. So, people get upset when others succeed if their success proves the other person's beliefs wrong. So, in the animated clip, Ashley truly believed that there was no possible way to advance your career, that hard work was futile. But Jasmine proved her wrong. And Ashley didn't like that. But instead of working on herself, she decided she would rather try to drag Jasmine down with her, because that would make her feel safe and comfortable. So, with that in mind, let's now watch the TikTok.
So many body positive advocates are now posting about intentional weight loss. And honestly, this should be a huge red flag to us. This is why the difference between body positivity and fat liberation is so incredibly important. And in addition, when you build an entire platform off of being body positive and it's like, your body's perfect the way it is, it doesn't need to change, yada, yada, yada. And then now you're posting videos like, why I'm on Wegovy, why I'm on Ozempic. That goes against everything you built your platform on, shockingly. And also, can't you do those things but silently, like to yourself and not super out loud online? Just a question. Just thinking here.
Okay, let's start at the beginning. So, when Fierce Fat Femme says,
this should be a huge red flag to us,
I question if she has her expressions correct. Because I don't think this is a red flag. I think this is a wake-up call. A red flag would mean, this is suspicious activity, we shouldn't trust these people anymore. Whereas a wake-up call would be, oh my God, what these people are saying disproves what I believe. Maybe I'm wrong. Now, I know that Fierce Fat Femme wants us to believe that it's the former, but in reality, I really think it's the latter. So then she says this.
This is why the difference between body positivity and fat liberation is so incredibly important.
And that really, really confuses me, because she started off by saying that these were BOPO activists. And then she says, thank God there's a difference between body positivity and fat liberation. So if these people are not claiming to be fat liberationists, well then what's your problem? And I have a bee in my bonnet about this whole what is BOPO thing, and I'm probably eventually going to do a video on it. Because the only place that I hear that body positivity wasn't made for you, it's only for fat, black, queer people, is on TikTok. Because if you Google body positivity, you get realms and realms and realms of resources that don't say that. There are 1 or 2 articles that talk about the fat underground that came out of California that is now referred to as body positivity today. But there is absolutely no documentation anywhere that says that body positivity is not about feeling good about yourself. In fact, there are so many resources that say that's exactly what it is. So the fat acceptance community has pushed their narrative onto something and claiming that it's something that it isn't. And until they can show more than a couple rogue articles, I feel fully free to call body positivity being positive about my body. And then, of course, she has a problem with change. She doesn't like it when
you build an entire platform off of being body positive and it's like, are now posting about intentional weight loss, that goes against everything you built your platform on, shockingly.
Are we not allowed to evolve? Are we not allowed to change our minds? Or is the problem only changing our mind away from how you think? Because there are several fat activists that started their platforms as weight loss journeys. Look back into Fat Doctor UK and the Jock Scientist. They all had weight loss journeys. They all did clean eating. And then they changed their platform. So is it okay for the Jock Scientist to build a platform all about losing weight and then decide to flip the script and then be fat acceptance? Is that okay? Because I don't really think that the issue is that people got their popularity on one platform and then are switching to another. I think the issue is that they're proving that your platform is incorrect. Then there's more hiding from the truth, because she doesn't want to hear
why I'm on Wegovy, why I'm on Ozempic.
So people aren't allowed to share their stories? They can only share stories that you approve of. Because if someone's on a weight loss drug and they have a reason, they might want to share that story. And who are you to tell them that it's invalid? I think that it's important that these people do share these stories. If you're sharing your personal story to relate to others that are living the fat experience, why can't others that are struggling to lose weight share their story too? And then, of course, she says this.
And also, can't you do those things but silently, like to yourself and not super out loud online?
And isn't this censorship at its worst? You do you, but do it quietly. Like, the nerve of these people. You have a TikTok account. You spout whatever the hell you want. Yet, you want others to be quiet about what they're doing? You don't get to have it both ways. You don't get to tell people what to do and tell others to shut up. And these stories are important because so many people have swallowed up all of this fat acceptance bullshit that they need the stories of those who have suffered the consequences of their obesity to come forward. The Gabriella stories and other stories like that are important. Just because you don't like the information does not make it any less true. This creator goes even farther than just addressing BOPO activists that decided to lose weight. Nope, she wants to address everybody.
Everyone should be a fat liberationist. It's really quite simple. Everyone in a society that has the system of fat phobia within it, which is most westernized or colonized areas, is going to be negatively impacted by fat phobia and anti-fat bias. Depending on how small or large you are, the fat phobia and anti-fatness will affect you in different ways and will have different material realities. But no matter your size, fat liberation benefits you. Imagine what it would be like if we were all liberated from the idea that our bodies have to be smaller or look a certain way in order for us to live our best lives. Imagine if everybody could wear what they wanted to wear without having to worry whether or not they'll be able to find it in a store near them or not. Imagine spending your time worrying about anything other than your body.
And isn't that a fantastic display of cognitive dissonance? Everybody is challenging my beliefs, so I'm going to tell them to believe the same thing as me so that I can feel safe. And that's sad and not very honest. So until next time, stay body positive, but also body honest.